Testing, testing. All right. Test, test. Oh well. All right. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. Alright, so today we're building, actually, I'll clean this up a little bit. And yeah, today we're building this thing. This is from Patlabor EZY, or EZY, I guess. Although it's from Japan, so it's EZY. Unless they meant EZY. Anyway, this is the very, very long-awaited reboot of Patlabor. It's a show from the 90s, had a few movies in the 2000s. But yeah, this is the real great kid from the new series, which I think is aired in theaters. It's like an OVA, not really like a full series. Well, yeah, I'm going to build this thing today. Very excited for it. Been waiting for this for years, pre-ordered it, not years, well, waiting for the show for years, waiting for this for months. Pre-ordered it a while ago. Felt like I was about to, like, oh, it's number 2. It's number 2. So it's not Alphonse. I haven't seen the show. I'll say this. And there's a lot of thing here. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know the story. I've been avoiding looking it up also. But yeah, it's basically, it's a new story. It's like modernized, which is weird that they still have AV-98 as the model number. Usually those fall years, so it would be AV-25, no, 025, AV-2025 or something. So that would be like, make more sense, because, or whatever year this thing is set in, so which might be, it seems like multiple years after the original Patlabor. So that would make, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I keep AV-98 even with a plus. Real great is the real thing with fine detail, abundance of color parts, blah blah, for the joys, excitement of the labor. Yep. Gimmicks powder. This is like one of the, I don't think I've ever built like a non-Gundam real great kit before, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, usually this is like, it still has the RG thing here. You have a nice, well, it's not, it's a 3D rendering of the thing, but yeah, it's very nice. So yeah, let's just get around the box a bit. I probably should have prepared what to say. I'm just going off the cuff, but yes, cat, of course, as soon as I start. But yeah, you got, it looks a bit, well, I'm going to be honest, like these, assuming these are like real and undoctored, so it does look a bit plasticky. Well, it's supposed to, I guess, because it's plastic. One thing I'm a bit worried about is the housings over the limbs and whatnot, which are probably hard plastic. They're not the original. Well, Bandai did make like HG, not HG really, not high grade. Just they made model kits. I think 1/60 scale of these, and those were they did have like rubber housing over the joints there, like actual rubber, which after a few years got a bit sticky. I don't know what the cat wants. The cat's probably gonna keep doing that noise until it gets picked up by the. Yep, you can hear her. All right. Anyway, where was I? I have no idea. But yeah, it's the rubber housing. Yeah, so there's some things I'm assuming they've well, it makes it less real grade, because rubber parts make sense sometimes when you have like flexible things like this. You can like replicate it using rubber, or I'm guessing they have been using TPU as skirts. They've been using TPU as like skirt material for like at least like one kit that I've seen. The Charles Zaku had like I guess I don't know that. You know, if she really wants to get up here, she'll find a way. But yeah, so we got our authentic appearance in a build, a mobile structure. So did we get like a mobile structure with this? Or just the kit, just the mecha? Do we also get like a... I doubt it. Anyway, cockpit hatch, blah blah, deployed. Cockpit may be raised and lowered with a lever on the back of the frame. So there's a lever. Okay. So master grade kits of these do exist. And it's been like very long time since I built those, so I can't really compare them. Maybe I'll try to find it wherever I put it. I don't have no idea where it is. Probably in the box somewhere. Or I should have looked it up, but I kind of like decided to do this build at the last minute. But yeah, so the head shutter. So basically, I'm not sure which mecha, because there's usually unit 1, 2, and 3. At least there was in the original. And oh, it's not 1, 4. My bad. In my excitement and like and habit of there we go. I just realized I put the scale. It's 148, which makes it smaller than 135 scale of the Master Grade kits, but larger than the 160 scale of the original like old kits. And I do believe there was like a movie version, which I have somewhere also. And just give me a second here. Anyway, yeah, so there's lots and lots of description here, lots of little moving parts, lots of like interesting bits and pieces. Floodlights can be deployed. I don't know what that means. Probably. Wait, does it? Oh, there's like a little hatch here, I guess, which means you can like lift it up and show those little. They're more like hazard lights than floodlights, because floodlights would be shiny, not red. Comes with metallic stickers, giving metallic blah blah blah, stunning this, stunning that. Very nice. We do have image for unit to assemble without using any paint. So this is how it's gonna look, I guess, without any paint. Just variety of stickers, blah blah, for the markings. So this is the inner frame, as you can see. Like, it does have an inner frame. I can't remember. I feel like the Master Card also had an inner frame, and it required screws. Some more. Product will not appear as shown when assembled according to instruction. What do you mean? Oh, not appear like that, I guess. Yeah, but it's just an option you can do. So yeah, it's basically the same, very similar design to the original. It's not like they've updated the design to make it modern. It's still like this 90s mecha vibe to it, with like the rabbit ears, which are basically, I guess, satellite. Not exactly. Wait, what is this anyway? Head shutter, next cylinder is extended retract. Okay, so we have pistons. We have the gun here, revolve cannon, move, conjunction, blah blah. Yeah, this is probably going to be a two-part build. I'm probably going to build until like for like a couple of hours and resume tomorrow around the same time. It might be a three-part build, depending on how this goes. It says headgear here, which looks like headgear, which is the people who made the original Patrol Labor anime. But it looks like HG, so which is a bit confusing. This is RG. Anyway, we've talked a lot. Like, there's lots of shit happening here.
From YouTube, John Ventura said, "Heyo."
Oh, hello, John. How you doing? Yeah, we're building Patrol Labor, the real grade. Well, Patrol Labor EZY. Alright, let's get this in frame. And there you go. Yeah, Patrol Labor EZY. That's what we're building today, and it's a real great kit. A very nice thick box. Like, this is about the size of a usual edge. She's just double the size. So this seems like a proper real grade. And this is also like a modern real grade. So this will also, I haven't. For my Gundam kits, I have not reached like I'm still like early real grade type. The kit number I'm on for the Gundams is like still early real grade. This one is a new and modern real grade, so we'll see how it compares. Hopefully it'll be a nice build experience. But anyway, let's get this open. Nice very thick box here. Just put this over here, flip that over. There we go. Get that over there. Instructions, very nice booklet with staples, metal parts included. This is luxury, as you can see. Premium kit here with metal parts. Yeah, so like a booklet. Nice shiny with a little bit of... I didn't see that on the box, but there are some like scratches and stuff. So it's like, well, it's an artist rendition, but you get the idea. So yeah. So instructions here on the first page telling you how to like remove undergates, how to double nip things, if you don't know already. So basically you can carefully read these and kind of learn how to do it. So yeah, these are hard plastic. Yeah, hard plastic. The housing is hard plastic. Would have been better if it was like TPU material or something, I feel. And it also, which is kind of disappointing here. That's a little bit disappointing. It does seem like the hard plastic is like it supports the its mechanical part of the kit here. It's not like there's inside actual like mechanical looking parts and the plastic housing, the rubber housings
From YouTube,
around it.
John Ventura said, "Happy 4th. Painting my Tikbalang."
Nice. Yeah, I don't really... Well, there might be like fireworks outside at some point. I don't know. I don't really care about the 4th of July, to be honest. Well, yeah. It's a thing that's happening right now in the US. But yeah, it's a thing. So the left and right legs should be different. So I don't think I'll be able to like build both legs at the same time. And of course, there you are. Now, I guess you might be interested in the box. Nope. Disrupting the piece here. No, this isn't. Nope, no. Okay. What else? Doesn't seem to be like a huge amount of marking. It's like compared to like a mobile suit, like a Gundam kit, those would be covered, like the legs, all sorts of like little markings everywhere. Yeah, kitty. It's a kitty eclipse. Oh yeah, now she's in the box. Cool. Hopefully she stays there. Let's roll this over here. Okay, I guess I need a hand to keep her occupied. So I'm just leafing through the instructions here. We do have, the nice thing, this is a kit from 2026. So we do have English in the, as well as Japanese, so you can read the actual blurbs that were there. So like for most of the RG kits that I built, this was fully Japanese, so I couldn't read any of this. But this is like a massive block of text, so I'm not going to read all this right now. I might someday. At least I used to. I feel like when I was younger, like if I got like a manual for something, like I was building something, I would read every single thing. But these days I just like, yeah, I get it. Close enough. This will do. Yeah, so basically it explains, like, we do have explanations on the center page about various armaments and equipments of the thing, history of the characters. Who's that? So it's no longer Izumi Noa and Shinohara. What's his face? Izumi? No, Shinohara. Asuma. Azuma? I think Asuma. But basically, it's no longer the same people. But I'm guessing they do make like appearances in there. So how many pages? This is only 19 pages. So it might do like, yeah, it's probably gonna be a two-part build. Cat left. Well, she'll be back. Also, hello. Oh, I didn't say that. Hello, Misty. How you doing? And Misty Radio.
From YouTube, Mr. Radio said kitty.
Let's do this properly. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so let's just get all the bits and bobs out of the thing here. Oh, and I can get our tools. Try to make sure we have all our tools around, because sometimes I move things around and forget where I put them. So I don't know what this is. So we know there is no, yeah, there's no like advanced frame type thing here. Everything's like, okay, so we do have like, the gun has, oh, look at that, this is nice. The gun has the revolver, well, the chamber essentially. It's called a revolver, right? I think the middle piece actually revolve. So just whenever you are building, I mean, how to put it? The recommended way of doing things is like, as soon as you buy a kit, Bandai at least recommends that. I don't know where I read that, but I feel like they recommend that. As soon as you buy it, you should open the box, remove all the, there you go again, hello. Maybe she'll stay here. Or maybe she'll just sit on the pile of things. She never behaves. So just do a quick check, make sure you have nothing missing. Now, don't eat scissors. Just do a quick. Come on. Just trying to eat scissors. Verify that you have no parts kind of that fell off. Oh, look at that. This is a very detailed pilot. This is 1/48 scale, apparently. So we have like very detailed, like the headgear. All the like small details on the pilot. Might be worth mentioning, like the small detail level on. It's out of focus, of course. But the small detail level on. How's this? You've been fed already. You've been played with. You've been pet. What do you want? Yeah, the small detail level on kits generally have. I'll just sacrifice that. The small detail level, like, you can see on like little rivets, like the little bolts and little hinges, like all of these like small detail. These have definitely increased. You feel like plastic injection will make this easy, but apparently maybe it's like a design. I don't know. Maybe it's like it's easier to like remove these from the mold if they don't have all these like tiny like details where the plastic will snag on. There we go. Alright, I guess you'll stay there, hopefully. Alright, so let's make a pile over there then, away from the cat, although the cat will move and destroy everything again. So there we go. These are the housing, which is supposed to be rubber. I mean, it would be nicer if these were TPU or some kind of flexible material and not like. This is the actual need. There's no like black plastic, which would be like mechanical bits inside there. It's like that's kind of a little bit of a disappointment. It makes it less real, less real grade, if that makes sense. Like how the inner mechanical details are a bit missing. I don't know what these are for. These are bullets. These are bullets, spare bullets, and the of course the logo for the police department. Well, the Japanese, I don't think that's a sakura, like cherry blossom thing, is it? No, probably just a star. Star with a, well, yeah, it's basically the same as, very similar to like the real police thing. Some clear part, whole runner of clear parts. Interesting. Silver parts here, just make sure we got our face. Oh, we have the internal, the face has, that's a face. Well, it looks like a face, but I don't think that's a face. It might be a face. Possibly a face. It looks face-like. What's the focus? Let me just check the focus real quick. Well, that's about right. Okay. Silver parts here. Just checking, of course, making sure we have nothing missing. Lots of very small runners, so those might get lost in the pile. Well, actually, when I look at it, that's not like a... This isn't the biggest pile of runners I've had for the real grades. I feel like some of the earlier real grades might be the Strike Freedom. The L Strike. I think it was Strike Freedom. I can't remember. That had like a lot, like, and also like the very first few real grade kits had like massive piles of full runners. Or it might be like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Let me just leave those in here for now. We have a tube, and we have some cabling. So that's going to be for something. Like the master grade version of patrol labor kits, like the Alphonse ones, needed screws and a few metal parts in there to, like, I guess, support the weight of it, which was a very fun build. Very shiny, very glossy finish on these, and I'm putting all my fingerprints on there. Or are those fingerprints of the people at the factory? Hold on. Nope. Weird. Oh yeah, this is gonna be very bright. Hold on. Let me just adjust the exposure a little bit. Yeah, that should be better. Just lower the exposure a bit so we're not completely blinded here. Got one large runner. It's a quick check. Doesn't seem like we're missing anything. It has happened exactly once. I built like hundreds of Bandai kits, and only once was their part actually missing from the runner. Most of the times they do like kind of like, some of them get dislodged from the runner but still stay in the plastic bag. Yeah, this would have been much better if this was the rubber, I feel. Although, like, if you made this out of TPU or even like thinner material, the movie version gave you like a plastic, like thin plastic, basically a plastic tube that you had to crumple to kind of mimic the housing wrinkles. But I guess visually it's a bit better because the wrinkles are built in. If you made this out of TPU, it probably, or some like rubber material, it probably wouldn't have. Although they did manage to do it, I feel, for like the original kits that they made back in the 90s. Or was it 80s? Probably 90s. Okay, so we do have like some stickers, which is basically, this is Unit 2. This is Unit 2. What are Unit 1 and 3? Oh, no, wait, this is Special Vehicles 2 Division 2. SV2. It's a division, not the unit number. Okay. And my bad. We do have license plate because this is a vehicle. It requires a license plate to be able to operate on the roadways. So yeah, it comes with a license plate. Very important. We have Shinohara here, the manufacturer. A few little markings, but yeah, compared to like Gundam stuff, this has very few. The markings are very limited on here. The number of markings it's kind of light. Alright, so we got all the parts, so we might as well start building. Let's get our instructions. Let's not disturb the cat, or the cat will start. We'll again just lie on top of the workspace and make it impossible to continue. So adjusting this thing here. Let's see. How's the focus? Using our very advanced calibration tool here to determine the focus. Sounds about right. No, we do. Okay, so now we need to find our runners. I probably should have RG98. Where's the G1? Alright, let's find F, wherever F is. This is E. F I feel like would be a black piece. F2. There we go. And F1. Okay, these would be the internal parts. I'm making a mess of it's a mess over there. Let's get our close. I probably shouldn't be touching this with fingers. There's a propyl alcohol to kind of. Now I need a Q-tip, which of course are nowhere to be found. Anyway, this should dry up any. Not entirely necessary. I mean, these have been surviving just fine. Anyway, let's get building. So, we're doing uh 01-1. This is right leg. So right leg 01-1 for people who want to follow along in the corner. Okay, so we need F118. So I'm not going to nip everything because put out cleanly it says. Times 2, okay, fine. F118, F19 also. 31. Oh, this is common, okay. And the cat left. It's gonna walk on the keyboard probably, and nope, okay. Okay, well the cat left for now. For now. As well as very soft plastic here. Seems to nip very easily. Although, well, it nips easily, but anyway, 31. Then F2. So let's build step by step and not try to be heroes here. Okay, so do the same thing with this one. We'll try. I mean, I could, there's not a huge amount of parts, I could just like nip everything off here. Okay, let's see how this goes. I got some leftover red dust in here from the previous build, which I think was Asuka from Evangelion, so she's very, very red, so we got a bunch of red dust left here. So the problem with red plastic used in the Bandai kits is that it's somewhat sticky and transfers like from a file to other parts. So clean up here. Let's get this a bit higher up. Or lower, I guess. Focus again. Well, it's in focus. Oh. Really? I gotta fix this thing.
From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said technical difficulties BRB.
Testing, testing. Am I back? I think I'm back. Hold on. Just fixing this thing so the camera stopped working. Alright, so hopefully I'm live. If I'm not, please let me know. Well, actually, you wouldn't know me asking if I'm live, if I'm not live, so hopefully I'm live. Let me just check. It does say that I haven't dropped the frame. And there's no way of knowing. Oh, it is even live. Okay. If I can't, we'll go back there. There we go. Okay. 90% of this live stream is trying to accommodate for the cat. Is that a nub? I hope that's a nub and not something required. Yeah, it looks nub-like. We're still on step 1. Trying to clean up some parts here. So I might argue it's not absolutely necessary because it's close enough. Like, it's not like the nubs are right big. But this is real great, and the fits are supposed to be very, very tight, and tolerance is very tight, so you might want to make sure everything's at least a little clean. Doesn't have to be super clean, but just a little clean. Nub-wise. Weird shape, the kind of like these look like hinges, but they don't move. I feel like early Real Grade would have at least tried to make these like moving parts. He'll complain about early Real Grade, but the problem really was, well, the problem with those early Real Grades was that it was too complicated, which was kind of the point. It was difficult, it was challenging, whatever the word is. Let's just say difficult. It was a high difficulty kit for people who were getting a bit bored building hold on, which way do you go? People will be bored building like high grade kit and master grade kits. Or, well, we couldn't afford master grade kits, I guess. We didn't have the space, because that was one of the motivations for Real Grade. People in Japan, given how the population was, well, Japan is going extinct. Let's just say that. And that people don't realize that most people were moving to cities where they had limited space. They were all living in tiny apartments. So people didn't really have the real estate for master grade kits, large number of master grade kits, those tiny living environments. So let's see, F31, take this thing, which way do you go? That way? This way, so this little notch pointing back. And I keep dropping these things, so this pops in here. Like so, and this shouldn't require pre-drilling since this is a Real Grade. It should just like slide right on. There we go. But still, eventually we'll come back and kind of plastic cement these parts together. Very nice fit, no gaps, no seam, even though it's like, well, they make it so the seams kind of disappear under other hanging parts there. And like so. Okay, just do that. So these are, looks like the heel of the mecha here. Yeah, again, like the hinge here, I feel like would have been nice if this was an actual hinge and not hard-coated plastic. Alright, so the right leg. 01-2, so we need F239. 39. Left and right legs are different. They have different part numbers, so we're not gonna mix those together. F239, F130, F130. And we just polish the nub on the curve, follow the curve. Let's polish this. Same thing on the back here. Alright, the plastic is kind of soft, so it's kind of... Oops. I stabbed the camera lens. Yeah, plastic's a bit soft, so it kind of like how erasers kind of bunch up. So just take one of these, pop that on there. Just gonna make sure you have, yeah, all the overlaps are kind of hidden. I mean, it's all right that, but I feel like it would have been better. Like the advanced MS frame probably should build this. It might be a bit little fragile, but I feel like the more recent MS frame ones had like a bit better. So you could have like one extra moving part here. At least the toe would have moved a bit. Like right now, it's a bit less. It's okay. It's more like an advanced. I don't know. It doesn't feel all that real grady to me. I feel like, yeah, real grade has gradually been getting simpler and simpler. And so I guess this is I mean, it's still fun, but I want more. Okay, so hopefully this is correct. Yeah, it seems correct. The 01-3 now. 01-3 is D112, which looks black. That's D2. D112. 12. Usually glossy plastic is harder. Probably should have double nipped that one. Yeah, let's do that. These are very large, which is probably not healthy for your nippers. Very large, very hard nubs. Not good for nippers. I wonder how many people broke their god hands on these things. Yes, you can break, like, at least, I don't know, I feel like the older god hands were made of harder plastic, the older god hand nippers. Harder metal, I mean, more brittle. So against hard plastic like that, there's a chance if you nip too fast, it might break something. Okay, that's about right, I guess. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Trying to remove what was left of this nub here. Okay, so then D112 onto here. So D113, and see, there's a warning here with undergate. Undergato. So they no longer say undergato on the thing, just put like a little pink warning label. So D113 with an undergato. So let's do very large, very wide double nip here. So D113 and C1, which would be white. C2. I don't need like a fancy stand for my parts. I just, a pile is enough for my runners. Also, people like say, oh, you need like a rack to organize your runners. No, you don't. Pile is good enough. No, it might not. Like if you have a cat that likes to interfere, that might not be good. Let's try to clean up these undergatos. Hopefully I didn't mess that up too much. Alright, let's do this one. Yeah. Not terrible. A little bit awful even. Very gentle. Now the polishing. The problem with undergates is the nubs that are left over almost always cause gaps, because either you don't file them down enough or you file them too much. There's gaps either way. Alright, so take this thing, put that on there. Oops. This is D112, C, D. What is that? D113. Press it all together. Very shiny foot. It's a new, just off the factory floor thing. Like anime of that, well, manga and stuff, make animes. Okay, there's a gap. Well, that's not pretty. Let's press that down. Figure out where the peg is. Press on the peg from the outside. That did nothing. This way, maybe? Still kind of a gap. Which might be because of the undergate, but could be something else. Okay, anyway, let's wiggle that in there. Let's hope it's fine. For now, we'll just ignore it. Okay, anyway, so we got ourselves a foot, which moves a little bit. Normally you would have like an extra articulation here for the toe, I assume. Like it would be like this here, it's like a break in the thing here, so that would be like the extra point of articulation. A bit sad that we don't have that, so okay, C119. C119, which is more indicates, little pink indicators. Kind of means like back in the day would have like, it would say, well, older kids would say unnegato every single time and point at it. This is more efficient, but you don't get to say unnegato as much. Gently file this down. Where's the third one? Unless it was only two. C119 goes in the back. Yeah, this would be nice if it could move. Well, they'd have to make allowances for that part to kind of fold in. F117. Okay, so that goes back here. Odd. Ow. So we need a useful tool here, a stick, to kind of help you avoid hurting yourself. Hopefully you don't explode this thing by pressing too hard. Is this supposed to pop in or what? Did I get this on? Oh, it's the wrong way, that's why. This way. There we go. That pops in just nice. Okay, so yeah, that seems a bit suspicious going from the back. Alright, so we got that. And D14. Oh, D114. My bad. D114. So do a double nip because it's on a weird corner. No, that didn't double nip anything. That did nothing at all. Let's try to not over file gently, very, very gently. Not apply any pressure, just okay, so then D114 at the bottom here. Like so, you got a foot. Now 0-4. So we need G15 and 6. G15 and 6. Try these things. Again, not a fan of this kind of design here. Basically, they they don't include like the knee mechanism, like it would be normally like the same black plastic, well, gray plastic as this. Instead, the whole knee is kind of just doesn't exist. Okay, so we'll just put these together. Yeah, there's nothing in the middle. Just shave this a bit, shave that a bit, just go around. Because when you cut, sometimes the plastic, well, the plastic does, can expand towards the seam, so there we go. Now, E17. E17, let's find this E. This is E. E17, E15. 17, 15. There we go. F15 and F114. F114 and F115. Okay, did I get the other one? I did. Hunt the nubs. Oh. Anyway, so turn it this way. Put the small part up facing that way, so one with the pegs. It's E17, F114. There's an exclamation point. I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess. Well, wait, hold on. That way. Okay. Nope. What? Which way do you go? Oh, I guess it. Oops. Ow. What? Hurt? Okay, so first lock that in here, which looks like a hinge. It looks hinge-like. And then pop that over there. Some of these are a bit hard to clean. Oh well. So yeah, this just looked like a hinge, kind of. We'll see how that goes. And then F. Oh, I see. So this kind of holds the hinge in place. And then F115 on top here, which kind of like locks these two pieces together. The flat side goes where? Flat side goes at the back. Or does it? No. No, it does. Oh, there we go. There we go. So there's like kind of a bit of a hinge. Yeah, see? Hinge movement here. Interesting. Alright, so that was 01-4. Go on to 01-5. So we need G1. Where's G? G1. G14, G12, G11. Also G13. And that's it. G1, 1 and 2. Okay, so well, see, like this would have been better. Like there's a mechanical inside. Even though there's like housing around it, you still have kind of a mechanical thing inside it. I would have preferred it for this bit rather than just hollow. Just like, well, something with nothing in it. Empty? Oh. There's fireworks outside. There's been increasing talk of banning fireworks around here. I think there's people catching on fire or something like that. Well, fireworks around here are kind of tame. Anyway. Look, did I do this wrong? Okay, so we hold this like that, put this on here, this longer bit here with the, oh, that's, which one? Like so, push that in. There we go. And G1 free on this side. Oops. Like that. You can see the gap caused by the overflow, essentially. When you nip something that's like against the edge, it kind of spreads out, causes a bit of a gap. Okay, anyway, and then we take this thing that way onto there, like so, clip on there. So then you have this thing, and did I lock that in there? Oh, there we go. So pointing this way, that way. Oh, that seems right. Oh, there we go. So gently. There we go. So that's the thigh, kind of. Okay, 01-6. The 01-6 is E21. E21, E22, F20. Why did I put E again? E21. E21, 21, 21. This different mechanism for the, this would be for the, I'm assuming, 22. Probably for the gun holster or something like that. F120. I'm assuming 21 as well, because why else? So we take this thing. This is F120 E21 onto E. Actually, this one goes on first. That way? That way. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, this way. That doesn't make sense either. Where do you even... It says to go here, but it doesn't seem... Oh, there we go. Like so. Oops. And now we've lost it. So, hinges in this little hole. And doesn't line up. Okay, there we go. Like so. Well, there's a diagram here to kind of help you with the orientation. Don't just do what I just did. Take a look at the diagram and the instructions to actually figure out how the parts is supposed to line up, instead of just poking into everything. And clip that, put that in there and there. There we go. You can set a little bit of movement here. Alright. Let's see 1-6. 1-7. Over here we need, oh, could have just combined these two together. E20. Is he on? No, that's F. E20 and 19. From 01-6, so all this like that. There's another diagram here to kind of help you figure out where this thing lines up. So move that out a bit. Like so, into this hole here, so, and this one goes here, and then we need F1. F1, 12, 13. What is that? F71. Oh, we do need this thing. F21 plus. We take this thing and that thing and connect it somehow. We'll clean the nubs first because those seem very tight-fitting parts. Alright, so like so, like this. Just slide it on. Like that. And hold it like so. And this goes where? This one goes here. And this one goes where? No, the same, right? Other way, I guess. Like so. There we go. So these two go in here. This one goes in there. So you have like a bit of movement there. And then you lock everything in place. That's some complex thing going on here. Shave the middle part. Go around, make sure you got nothing in the overlap. There we go. A bunch of parts just kind of hanging around here. All kind of moving. Not sure what it does yet. We're about to find out. That was some fireworks in case you heard that. I mean, at some point. You've seen fireworks a few times. You've seen it all, haven't you? Alright. So that's that. Calibrate. That seems fine. Alright, so we need Z1-8. We need H1, H1, H1 times 3. We get spares, I guess. This is the, I guess, the right leg is where the revolver is stored.
From YouTube, John Ventura said a Mac call it a night. Have a good one.
Alright, John. You have a little bit of exposed stuff here, but that should be fine. Alright, so let's figure out where this goes. So, with this thing going that way, it goes into that slot there. It tries to. So, try to pop that on there. There we go. So I guess when you do that, it kind of I feel like I've had a spice rack that did this. You would pull this thing and basically it's all connected, so you have your little spice bottles all together. But in this case it's bullets. Oops. There we go. Pop that on there. Like so. And then there we go. Nice. Alright, that's C1-8. 01-9. We need E13. I'll assume E14 as well. That's why not. Again, very large pieces here. Detail, yes, but it's still like a large piece of plastic. I feel like real grade would give you a bunch of small things to assemble together. So one of these is the thing we're looking for, which seems to be this one for now. I'm probably one of the rare people who can complain about the newer wheel grades being too easy. Most people are just like, wow, this is awesome. No, well, sure, I guess, but well. Okay, anyway, so C124 and F1. C124 is this thing. This one's glossy, but the plastic isn't hard. Whereas the black ones are glossy and hard. F116, it's tangled. F116. What is the cat staring at? No, I probably shouldn't have done that. No, she's gonna notice me. Where'd the other one go? Alright, so F116 plus C124, like so. That goes to this thing into where? There? Like this for some reason. That's not very clear, but whatever. And then this here goes in there. I see. Actually, I don't, but it basically rolls with it. And then this whole thing is 01-10. This whole thing here goes. Which one is the side of the leg? Oh, this way. Wait, the bullets on that are in the inner leg? Huh. Okay. And then this thing goes like so. And then that thing this is E27. This was from 01-3, 01-8, 01-5. Parts from earlier, essentially. Let's clean these up a little bit before we connect them all. And there. That doesn't seem right. Okay, this is not the part we need. Leave that alone. E27. That's what we needed. Not the other one. Should press all of this together. Except here, I suppose. Got a bit of a gap. Well, there might be parts that kind of overlap these that will. Did I put this one on wrong? I think I did. Wait. No? Well, you can't. Oh, you can. Okay. Never mind. Where's the... There's supposed to be something sticking out here. Did I get the wrong... Oh, wait, no. Oh, there it is. These parts were kind of... There we go. What the... I get stuck in the wrong spot. There we go. Put those out there. We're still on E10, so I mean E23. No, 01-10. So E10. No, E23. E23. E23 with the pop that on there. There we go. That would be the slide. So when you open the compartment, it basically slides the gun out. I'm assuming the outer compartment connects to this. Look at that. This is nice. All right, so 01-11. All right, so it just says to push this down, push this down. There we go. Oh, look at that. Gently, so don't overdo it. There we go. So it's already starting to look like a leg. Let's see. C117, C117, C118, Undergatos, it says. Well, it doesn't say, points the fact that there are Undergatos over here. Again, not as fun if you don't write Undergato in the instructions every single time. C118+, this thing with the pointier end pointing towards this. Push that in all the way. There we go. This end as well, all the way. Sure. No, I feel like there's a kind of a rocker and a movement here. That's about right. Alright, so then B25. What the hell's B? The new runner makes its appearance. B25. Undergated everywhere. Oh, just one undergate. That's not everywhere. But anyway, double nip these. Okay, this might end up being a free part. Because I'm still on the one leg. Maybe I'll try to do both legs for this session, which means, I mean, the legs are usually the one with the thing with the most complex parts anyway, so. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it goes on the inside, like this. Clips on there, kind of. And on this side, on the outside here. Yeah, they haven't changed the design. They didn't like modernize the design at all. It's the same design from the 1990s. Flip the page. Alright, so there's a... This makes sense if you have like the MS joint, the advanced frame thing, but if it's like assembled from separate parts, it doesn't really make sense to like flex the thing. Anyway, so C123, so we are on 01-12, 01-12. So let's see. 23, 21, 22. The hell? Oh, there we go. 22. And nope, we only 25. Okay. Also need B27, 27, 29, 23, 21, C1, 21. We're doing 25. Get all the parts for this and the subsequent thing there. Okay, so B29. 29, 23. '21. '27. Cleaning up these parts for a second here. I'll be a bit sad if I end the stream with just like one leg. Although, that makes sense for like middle grade. Okay, now wait, still some more. I get all of them? Probably not. Okay, let's see now. Still a few more. C123. So C121. Oh, the way. Kind of helps push these parts together, which weren't completely connecting. C122. Pop that on there. There's a little hinge. Oops. Ow. And B27. Ah. See the line there? Normally those should have been like two separate plastic parts. That's what you would kind of expect. This is 01-13, so we mean B29. Slide that on there gently. Let's not destroy the mechanism. There we go. And you open this here. It looks like yeah. I've seen like spice racks that do this. So it's a spice rack, but for bullets. Nice. Alright, so then on the other side, flip that over. B23. Like so. There's a bit of a gap here and there. Not tiny. And C125. Connect this to here. Support the back of the part when you're pushing, like so. And B21. You even connect on here. Oh, it's already connecting. Pop that on there, like so. It is a bit floaty. Okay, it floats a bit, so not ideal. Push that in a bit. Without hopefully slipping and destroying the whole thing. Yeah, there's kind of a gap here because the... Oh, hold on. What did I do? Well, there's still kind of a gap in the back. This works fine, but oh, now the gap is on the front. We got a leg, but it does need a bit of work. I need to figure out how to line this up properly so it this closes fully and doesn't seem so It's a large gap. Well, anyway, we got ourselves this thing here, where the gun goes, the revolver. So when you open it, it pushes it up, accessible to the arm, which I think extends down. The right arm extends down to access this. Did I not? Potentially. Oh, that might be the reason why. Let's see here, so maybe I need to. Hopefully it doesn't ruin it. Let's see if that does anything. Hopefully without. Try to push that in there. Guess it went it a bit easier. Still a little bit of a gap. No, that's a little bit better, I think. At least on the back it's better, but on the front you still have a... Anyway, this needs a little bit of work, I think. Yeah, even here we have a little bit of a gap. But we got a leg. Right leg. Right leg with our spice rack here. It's fancy spice rack. Fancy knife holder. Oops. Okay, this one's... There we go. There you go. Okay, that's a problem. It kind of interfered a bit. Yeah, this is a little bit... I need to work on it eventually. I think it should be fine. Alright, yeah, close enough. Let's see, close enough. There you go, leg. One leg. Hopefully we'll have enough time to do the other leg. Oh, only 2 hours. Well, okay, I'm gonna try to do this in like the next 45 minutes. The other leg, hopefully. And I'm probably gonna stop there and just... How far away is this? It's not even halfway, but I feel like the body, arms, and head are usually much simpler than the legs. Usually. Okay, maybe not. This looks very complicated.
From Twitch, Eclurix builds and plays said RG Patty. I want to pick one up soon, Tilda.
Alright, you better, yeah, hello there, and welcome. What's your name again? RG, no, Eclurix? Eclurix? Build and plays. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, you should, I don't know if it's still in stock. It's like, in the US it's like $70 or something. If you buy from Japan it's like 40 plus shipping, of course, but at the end of this one I guess for like 50, which is a bit pricey for a real grade. But anyway, we got ourselves a leg. We're very proud of ourselves. The cat is sleeping. You're not interested in the proceedings, are you? Okay, we'll just leave her here then. Leg. Okay, let's try to get the left leg on there. It tells you to flex the leg. I don't want to, honestly. I should just try it. It's just a double jointed knee. There's nothing fancy about this
From
one.
Twitch, Eclurix builds and plays said I am in O's, so I can pick him up 4 MSRP pre-much.
Oh, that's nice. Oh wait, this one's blocked. Oh, there we go. Australia, you get it, like, nice shipping options. In the US, we got the dumbass in chief and his dumbass tariffs. I mean, it adds like $2 or something to the price, but still. But yeah, you can get him. Like, I don't even know if it's in stock still, because the pre-orders for these like just disappeared really fast. Probably still in stock. It's like Patrol Labor isn't that popular, I feel. It's not like Gundam or something. Alright, let's do 02. My flag 02-1. This is left leg. So this is from 01-1 plus F2. Where's F2? F2 2024. No, F240 and what am I talking about? F240 and F230. Hopefully they make more of these, because I haven't seen the show yet. I haven't seen like the new EZY or EZY actually. Is it supposed to be easy? I don't know. That's like an Americanism. I don't think, like, Japan says Z like the rest of us. Which countries actually say Z? I don't know. This is a bit too dark. Oh, the cat. Oops. Cat isn't doing anything interesting, so, well, just leave it there. Alright, so 02-1, so just pop that on there. Pop that. Clear the nubs first, where possible. This is kind of a sticky plastic. It kind of leaves whatever those things are called. Use erasers. It's a bit rubbery. Now the same thing, so hopefully this one will go a bit faster. All of this. This is kind of hard. Hopefully this doesn't, well, it is probably damaging my nippers right now. Harder plastics tend to dent the edge a bit. On the gator here, on the gator there, and one runner down, one tiny runner, but still. You get that over there. I also need from C2. Well, I recognize all these parts, so I'm just gonna get all of them. Just pre-nip everything. That seems to be something that we might be using here. The second leg is probably going to go a bit faster than the first leg. On the gato again, on the gato, on the gato, on the gato, not on the gato, on the gato, on the gato here too, another on the gato, on the gato, not on the gato, on the gato. I'm doing this based off like what the other leg looked like. Alright, so that should be C2. Alright, C2 20. And this thing plus D2 12. Look around for nubs real quick. Clean this up a little bit. And that's about it, I think. Pop this on there. Or try. There we go. Get these on the gates, which I don't know why people like those. I hate those. Well, not a fan of the gates. And also, we need D2 13 with more on the gates. Messed up a little bit here. Well, it's black, so I don't think it'll not be very noticeable. Small details, mechanical details everywhere. Oh, I guess tracks. Oh, I guess I went too far here. And anyway. Let's pop that on there. Pop this down there. Or not. Like so. Press all this together. We need a bit of help here. Let's make sure it's fully connected. I think. And then this thing. There's a little bit of a gap here. I don't think there's much I can do about this right now. There's it doesn't like, it's not as tight fits as real grade usually are. Okay, so now F2. Where's F2? F2 17. This as well. Anything that vaguely remember being a part of this. These as well. Maybe. Oh yeah, these are the spice rack. Okay, so I'll get that again there. So we take F2 17. And of course she's gonna sit on everything. So that goes like this. Of course. I have no idea what to do next. Well, unexpected, the cat has landed upon the parts. I don't know if she might be interested in a blacksmith. There's probably parts stuck to her fur here. We're actually on 02-2 here, so hopefully she didn't pick up anything with her fur. use this tractor for a little bit before I can resume. So let's see here. Okay, so let's get that in there. Let's try. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to do 2 legs for now. Okay, I don't need this. Yeah, this is not needed just yet. I got it anyway. This is D214. Alright, so C219 over here, D214 down there. There we go, 1 foot. Now, 02-3, we need that thing over there. G26. Also need this, I guess. Shave the overlap. Not that overlap. Oh, what's it called? Excess nubs in the gap. I don't know what to call it. Here we go. And then we need F214, which is this thing, F2 E18. E18, 16. This as well. What else? That way. The cat cam isn't strictly necessary, but we do it anyway. Alright, so hold it like so, put this in here. This is E18 all the way in. And this is E16, put the thing in here, so then you can connect this here. There we go. And then we take F215. I'm getting cat hair everywhere. Alright, so then flat edge here also serve the purpose of holding all these pieces together. Now 02 dash 0-4, we need G12, G1, G21, G22, G24, okay, G24 plus this thing on the first, this way, alright. This one goes in here, goes on there, and G2 free goes here, hopefully. And there's this little thing here which kind of locks into this little thing and prevents it from moving. So I don't know if, like, maybe, wait, no, does it? Hold on. Yeah, so it prevents it from moving. Like, if we cut this piece, then no, maybe not, that's a bad idea. If we would have cut this piece, would it be like more free and like have an extra bit of movement? Maybe. It's probably a terrible idea. Okay, so pointing this way, this thing goes in here, clips on, punch in. Nope, it all crunches in. And now you have this thing in here with like a little bit of hinge action. Alright, there we go. Now the spice rack 02-5. The 0-5 spice rack. Let's get these parts out as well because we're going to need them anyway. So yeah, once you do like one limb, basically one part the first time, the second time you do it, it's like goes way quicker. There's a lot less feeling around trying to figure out which part is which. Just get this tiny little nub here. Alright, so spice rack, we need an F2, 20, and 21, as well as, we got that part already, F12 and F212 and F213. See if we got those ready to go. Okay, so get a bit closer to clean these up a bit. Alright, so spice rack, we need this thing. This is F212. So F213, you hold it like so. You hold this like, well, you cleaned up first. All the way around. Alright, hold it like so. Hold this like this. Slide this in here. This spice rack is simpler than the other one because we don't have to include the gun part, the holster. And that goes in here, that goes in there. And this all connects here. We do have a hinge here which is not used. So it looks like we do have like, it's very similar to this one, except there's no, yeah, there's all the hinges for the mechanism for like the this thing, but there's nothing, we don't have the extra parts for it. So basically technically you could have like, you could have two legs with, you can dual draw essentially. Like this is like a Western type situation where you have two guns on your holsters, or in this case in your legs. Now we need this thing, which is 02-6. 02-6, which is C224. Clean these nubs. Always cleaning the nubs. C224 onto F16. Clean as we go. Alright, so then we take, it's easier to just slide it in here. Or is it? Nope, probably not. Let's get that on there. Like so. And this thing goes thusly. Push it in all the way so there's no gap. Same on this side. Let's clean this up a bit. And well, actually we should, it says to do this part first. What is 02-6? Yeah, 02-6, so pop these on the spices. Oh, should clean that. Oh well. Clean the bottom part first. I don't think it, yeah, it doesn't really make much of a difference. You can't really notice it, so pop that in there. But still. And pop that in there. Not lined up properly. Tweezers, I guess. And there we go. Did I get this on wrong? Oh, there we go. Spice rack. And then you put the spice rack in the spice rack holder. This part 02-2. Where do you go? On here. Oops. There we go. And well, move on to 02-7. Where was I? Oh yeah. Let's just connect everything together. We do have kind of an empty area there. So there we go, connect everything together. This one seems to be connecting a little bit better than the right leg. There we go. So now, more stuff. Alright. B26, 28, 30, 24, 22. Let's look at this whole area. Under gates everywhere. Nip those on the gates. This looks like it. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the other side. Nice internal like detail here. Make a pile of parts without the undergates first, and then we come back and clean up a bit more. do I have to buy it? Oh, I do have spares. Nippers, but I think this nipper's getting a bit dull. Alright, so let's pull up the pieces. Okay, so where are we? 0 2 there's 7. Alright, so B26 plus we have Y. We were making such progress. Wow. Now, Maybe I can figure this out. Okay, so we do need one more piece that goes on here. Pop that on there. And this thing, whatever that is, I don't know. C217, C218. With the sharper bit going down. And we need a stick. Stick is the little cat. There we go. Push that in. It's kind of not super. Yeah, it rotates a bit. So I guess that's on purpose, maybe. It doesn't seem right. Let's go it this way. Now, 02-8, I'm assuming, because I can't really see. Oh, it is. 02-8. So we need C223 here. Clean that up a little bit. Like so. I mean, the parts do slide in smooth, but you can see they seem like any high grade, well, any Bandai kit these days is precisely engineered. Okay, so that goes here. And where'd it go? Over there, this is, that's C221, C222, the little thing on the hinge covered in cat hair. The cat hair sold separately, or, well, acquired separately, I guess. And that goes on there. This is B228. For the spice rack side. 02-9. Take B230. You wiggle that in there. All the way in. Now you got yourself a spice rack. On the other side, get this thing on to here, all the way in. This here on there. Wait. B24 first. First clean this up a little bit. Where is this in there? So this one doesn't move, so it's just a hollow. Well, you get a hollow piece here. There's a hole here for something that is missing, essentially. No, wait. There we go. So now this side closes more. And there we go, left leg. You can see like it closes a bit more. And the other side I mean, it's not too bad. Alright, there we go. Right leg, left leg. There you go. You're supposed to like flex it, but I'm not gonna flex it. Leave it alone for now. And there you go. Left leg, right leg of the thing. We're almost at 3 hours, well, 2 hours 45 minutes, so I guess I'm gonna stop here because I'm not gonna be able to do the torso, especially with the cat so close. Actually, let me see if I can distract the cat. I'm gonna go get up for a second and see if he follows. I'm gonna set this up to for tomorrow. Probably gonna be back here tomorrow around the same time to continue this thing. Well, maybe a bit earlier, probably at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's like 4 p.m. 4 GMT? I don't know. Or is it? No, is it 4 GMT? Or is it 12 GMT? I don't know. It's GMT plus 4, GMT minus 4. No idea. Anyway, be right back. Let me just try to distract the cat for a second. Alright, the cat successfully distracted. Okay, so we're gonna end the stream here, I think. And of course she comes back. Showing off our spice racks. Which is going to be a bit difficult. Although as soon as I get up to leave, the cat will follow. Oh, usually anyway. Where is... Hold on. I'm missing it. Go here. Well, we're doing this live, so we are very ill prepared most of the times. Okay, this will do. And just the legs for now. We'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, continue the build of the real grade Patrol Labor AV-98Plus. Kind of weird I didn't like. Well, I guess there was an AV-99. That was the mass production model. They could have done like an AV-2000, whatever year this thing is supposed to be set in. That would have made sense. Although, I think in 2026, like 40 years, no, 30 years? Yeah, 30, well, almost 30 years after the events. I feel like Goto would be dead by then, or like a very, very old man in a retirement home, which probably still sharp, but you know, not the same. It was already like in his 50s or something, or 40s, I feel. in the original show. No, it looks handsome. It looks really nice. Not bad at all. Like just the legs. Spy Strike's really nice. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this here, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and do come back tomorrow if you feel like it. To continue watching this, to continue building this thing. Let me just put this thing. Oops, not that. I have to put that here. Alright, so we'll leave it at that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow for some more quiet, relaxed building of this thing. We're probably going to finish, well, hopefully I'm going to finish this whole thing tomorrow. Might take another 4 hours. Well, the cat's going to interrupt, definitely, but yeah. Alright, thank you for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Yeah, for those of you who are new here, we usually, well, I don't know if anybody's new here, but we usually do, like, that's the way we end the stream. Just the build stream anyway, just like leave this spinning for a little bit while nothing happens. Yeah, no plan. Anyway, goodbye.
From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said, "Thanks all for watching this session. We'll be back tomorrow to continue this build."